Welcome to Odoo Essentials. When running a restaurant, you may encounter some organizational issues such as which table ordered that wine and where is table 5? With Odoo's point of sale application, you can handle all of these issues with ease. In fact, you can customize a bird's eye point of view of your restaurant. So when your customer makes an order or you need to register a payment, you can do so simply by clicking on the table. This saves you a ton of time and also avoids any communication issues between your team members. All of the features have been thought out to make your life easier and meet all of your expectations. So let's see this now. All right, so here we are on our main Odoo dashboard. Let's go ahead and jump into our POS application, go to Configuration, Settings. From this main settings page in your POS app, I want to point out one feature in particular, and that's the credit card reader. So I've already activated this option, but if you need to, go ahead and do so now, and be sure you click on Save before moving forward. So this is a really great option because it allows your customers to go ahead and pay directly in the restaurant with our card. All right, so it's both convenient for you and your customers. All right, now let's go to Configuration, Point of Sale. We're going to go ahead and enter our restaurant, Positively Delicious, and let's edit. All right, so as you may have noticed, I have this option already activated, specifying that it is a bar or a restaurant. Now, once this is active, you also see some other features as well, such as table management, order line notes, and more. All right, so if you notice, there's a little fork and knife next to this new option here. So you won't see these features when you're looking at the configuration of your standard shop. Okay, so this notifies you that this is only available for bars or restaurants. All right, so let's look at our first one, table management. So here we can really start to customize our POS session. So we can really customize the floors of our restaurants. So here I have two, the main floor and the patio. So let's go ahead and look at these by clicking on this button. Okay, I can create a new one by clicking on Create, but let's check one out that already exists. Okay, so I'm going to click on Edit. All right, of course, I can edit the floor name. So maybe I would like to say main dining room instead. All right. I can add tables. I can change the table names. So maybe instead of T1, I would like to say table 1 or just 1. All right. I can also specify how many seats are at that table. Okay, and something else that I should point out here is that you need to be sure you put the correct restaurant or shop right here. Okay, so you do have to manually select that and add that information there. If you don't select the correct restaurant, of course, the floor will not show in that restaurant. All right, so let's go ahead and save. Okay, we're going to go back to our configuration. I'm going to point out some of the other features that we have specific to a restaurant or bar, such as order printer, so you can print orders at the kitchen, at the bar, etc. We also have bill printing, tips, and bill splitting, okay? All right, now let's go ahead, jump into a POS session and see what it actually looks like. All right, so I'm going to click on my point of sale button at the top, and I'm going to go ahead and enter the session that has already started. I'm going to click on Resume. Okay, it will take just a moment to open. And when it does, I see my two floors here. So I have my main floor, which I'm looking at, and I also have my patio. All right, so these are designed a little bit differently. Now here from this page, I can really start customizing this a little bit deeper, okay? I can really make it look like my restaurant floors. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and click on this little pencil on the right. Okay, so if I click on a table, I can edit the size. I can even say that it's a circle table rather than a square. Okay, I can move it around the floor, all right? I can also change the color. So if I would like to say that it's a part of this section rather than a special table alone, I can change the color to red. Okay, I can also say how many people can sit at this table. And we'll see that little number at the bottom right there. And even if I have, let's say, 8 of these tables, I don't want to create a new one each time. I can simply duplicate by clicking on this button. Okay, and then I can even change the name of the table by clicking on the little A. All right, but let's say that I click the duplicate button by accident, or I have another table that I no longer need or is no longer a representation of what's actually on the floor. I can simply click on the trash can and delete. Confirm. All right, and of course, to add a new table, all I have to do is click the Add button. All right, but I'll go ahead and delete this as well. All right, if I don't have a table selected, I have this option here to change the background color. All right, so I can make it yellow or gray, any color I would like. Okay, but I'm okay with the purple for now, so I'll go ahead and leave that. And then I'll remove the little pencil. Okay, so when I don't have the pencil activated, I can go ahead and enter my tables and start taking orders. Okay, so this big table, I have 2 guests. I'm going to specify that right here. All right, and they also have ordered 2 waters. Okay, now I went ahead and gave them the waters, but they aren't ready for the bill just yet, so I'm going to go ahead and take care of another customer. All right, this customer would like a slice of pecan pie, and they specifically asked for it to be heated. So I'm going to make a little note on this, and I'm going to say heated, so that when I send this back to the kitchen, they'll see that it needs to be warmed up. Okay, click on OK. I see that note right there, which is really cool. All right, but they are also ready for the bill. So even before they get their pie, they want to go ahead and pay so that when they're done, they can leave right away. So I don't need to register a payment in order to give them the bill. All I have to do is click on this bill button right here, and then I can print. Okay, so then I'm going to click on OK. All right, and now I'm going to go back to my main floor. All right, I'm going to go back to this customer who ordered the 2 waters. Now, they would like to split these 2 waters. So to do that, I'm going to go ahead and click on split. Okay, I'm going to let one pay for one. All right, just click on this once. If they actually want to pay for both, I click on it twice. If I click on it a third time, it deselects this option. So I'm going to click on it once. They would like to make a payment. Okay, they pay with 5, validate. Okay. Next order, we see that table is still open with the 1 water, so they'll pay for this one as well, or the second person will pay for this one. Okay, the first person paid with a 10, validate, next order. All right, we see that this table is now free, so someone else can sit here. All right, so I'm going to go back to my first customer, but actually they moved tables and I didn't see that they were doing that. So I didn't put it here on my floor or in my system, but it's okay because I can do that right now. All I have to do is click on the transfer button and select which table they moved to. Okay, so if I go back to my floor, I can see that instead of T7, they're now at T8. All right, and they will go ahead and pay for this as well with $10, validate. Okay, next order. I have no tables open, so I'm going to go ahead and close, confirm. It'll take just a moment to close. All right, and from here, I can then close the session as well. So I'll validate closing and post entries. Okay, and that's all for this video. Thank you for watching.